The chest press is arguably the most effective choice for building your chest. That said, if you don't do it correctly, rather than working your chest, you'll end up working more of your other muscles, like the front of your shoulders and your triceps. There's 4 mistakes that cause this to happen. They're easy to fix, but will make a massive difference in your chest press. Let's start with mistake number 1. The first mistake has to do with your arm path. Most people only focus on pressing forward with a chest press, which makes sense, the clue's in the name. But that brings in secondary muscles like your front shoulders and your triceps a lot more. The job of the chest muscle isn't just to push forward, it's to bring your arms across your body like this. So we can improve the chest muscle activation by, instead of pressing forward, we want to press out and back in, and we want to focus on bringing our elbows together to touch like this. That helps really squeeze the chest muscle hard. As we get to this bottom phase here, we want to push our hands outwards and then try and make our elbows touch together at the top to really squeeze the chest muscle. So instead of focusing on pressing, focus on bringing your elbows together. That will give you better chest activation and you'll get a really good squeeze at the top of the chest press. The second mistake is not retracting your shoulders back at the bottom. A lot of people, when they're pressing, are hunched forward like this and they press with this motion. The problem with that is you're not recruiting the full chest muscle. We want to open the chest out and go from a fully stretched position to a fully contracted position. That's why we first focus on bringing our elbows together for that squeeze. So as you reach the bottom, actively pull your shoulder blades back and feel a deep stretch across your chest, and just pause here for a second to really feel that stretch and then contract up. By getting that deep stretch, you're taking the chest through a bigger range of motion. Bigger range of motion means complete muscle development across the whole chest muscle. Mistake number 3 is speed. This is what I see the majority of people doing. Pressing as fast as they can with little thought or control of the chest muscle. The goal isn't to press, the goal is to work the chest muscle. And to do that, we need to slow right down. As a minimum, focus on 2 seconds for each of the 3 phases of the press. 2 seconds on the downward phase, with a slight pause to feel a stretch. 2 seconds squeezing back up. And then 2 seconds at the top, trying to bring your elbows together for that top squeeze. Slowing the movement down allows for better control, mind-muscle connection, that squeeze, and reduces the risk of injury. The 4th mistake is angle, or in other words, letting your ego lead. This is another thing I see many people doing. Rather than starting here, which is a decent angle, people will start here and they will press like this, just trying to do anything to get the weight up. The problem with that is multiple muscles are coming into the equation again. Your shoulders are helping you out, your triceps, even your back and biceps, just so you can get up. So that means the load is shared. So the chest isn't taking all the weight. Now, when that happens, the chest loses tension. Tension is transferred to other muscles. Tension is the #1 muscle and strength stimulus. So we want to keep as much tension and body weight on the muscle as possible. One muscle handling weight is a lot weaker on its own because it can't rely on other muscles to help out. So the chest muscle has to do more work. So don't think an easier angle means an easier exercise. Instead, let go of your ego. Just make a very slight angle and focus on only loading your chest muscle. So it has to do all the work throughout the entire range of motion. You should feel it squeezing, stretching, burning throughout every single rep. By dropping your ego and focusing less on just moving and more on connecting with your chest muscle and placing all the load onto it, you'll get better results safely. So on your next chest press, add all those movements together. A nice stretch at the bottom, push your arms outwards and bring your elbows together, squeeze at the top for 2 seconds and slow it right down with just a medium angle. Here's the thing, the chest press is only one chest move with a suspension trainer. If you want a complete chest with fullness and thickness, you need to hit it from different angles. So watch this video next and I'll show you 5 different exercise variations and techniques with your suspension trainer to build a complete, full and thick chest.